It's called a Drycast. Not a podcast. It's called a Drycast. Like I said, I tell you, not I need information from you. It's called a Drycast, not a podcast. That holds nuclear material that's being released so that I can be freed. As stated, we're not having a Planet of the Apes here. Like, get real, the Bush family is down for having a Planet of the Apes. People in China and Russia, as you call it, down for this. No, they're not. Things, I told you, things start out, they seem like they're fun at first, okay? Until it's, you've lost control of it because they're all deranged animals now. And clearly you had your great earthquake and your prophet, the Virgin Mary, and you still won't fucking listen. So there's no more talking at that point. I might keep talking. And then there's some sort of madness, delusion, where that's a negotiation still. Okay, you were told to stop in 2011 because it was already ongoing because of 2008. Okay, you were told to stop foreclosing on people and you wouldn't. Christ. Not I go to jail for smashing your fucking face in for attacking me when you have no right to even be doing what you're doing. It's like, how many properties would a person leave? I know, it's just, you're clearly being fucking nuked. Let's see, we will shut off a snap card again, and then that's a sign of life. And well, probably watch. Had I gone for my walk, I would have been fine. But after yesterday, nope. That was like when I walked to Nedick. Nope. It was probably similar to what happened in July at the beginning of that storm. Just the woman at Stop and Shop. Really? The heat? You haven't been laying down flat on your back for 3 weeks? Like most people? Anyways. I think that was a little bit more than heat. Anyways, tomorrow's the day I said I was going to do my bedding, so I'll shower. Then I looked, they didn't have any, they don't do that at that Stop and Shop apparently, and watch. Shaw's will be like, we did that, and you walked right past the shit and didn't buy it. Because I need conditioner. Probably shampoo too. I looked when I was at the food pantry. They had like one white rain shampoo, which, obviously is better than no shampoo. You can't complain. That's what they can provide, right? Because unfortunately, even if they had something good, someone would come and take every bottle of it they had. And then they're gonna sell it and they're gonna start a business and right. They're all entrepreneurs. There isn't a way to reason with them. I already explained that. I was already told that at the hospital. Right, just Just waiting for this badness with the fake internet to end. I gotta say, it really appears to me to be people that are still in a Nazi agenda. That for whatever reason, people just cannot get them to stop accessing this laptop and put me back on the regular internet. No one has to talk in a coded language. They're in a complete God delusion. They don't even believe it when they're told it on your mass media, and you still won't stop doing this. Right, just not a reason. When over it, it's like someone got sick and thinks I'm their personal pet. So that's got to be dealt with somehow. I told you there was a definite reaction to, so it's a person sick like that. No one cares who the fuck you think you are. That's not going to help a planet stay calm. You're not the virgin fucking mother, right? It's just for real. You're clearly sick. Whoever it is that you think you are, you probably think you're the fucking king of France or some sort of fucking nonsense that no one gives a fuck about. Locked in some fucking delusion where you're having a war over a house or something. It's like, look, you don't know what you're talking about? Example, it's called a dry cast. So it's someone like that. It's someone like that, but way, way worse. I don't know what she was trying to talk to him about, and then that's all fake. They were probably talking about the nuclear, and everyone under 30 is on a podcast. A dry cast. Just people running around all over land peace, probably uttering similar stuff. It's like, look, I'm trying to explain it to you. Okay, that's what God is saying. I hate to say it. That's why I don't do it. You go, is it possible it's dry cast and not podcast? Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I thought about that too, like, because I looked at the forecast. I'm like, should I just try to do it on the first before it starts raining? I don't know. And not if it's gonna be dangerous. Not if it, all of a sudden people are like getting that sick, like I told you happened on Milton Street, and then you've got all of a sudden you've got these interviews with several people that are clearly they're getting dangerous. I mean, clearly we have to walk, but you go, yeah, maybe not announce it that you're doing a marathon because next thing you know, people are plowing over you, and that's a lesson about not caring about the Boston bombing or something. Oh yeah, just okay. Still not gonna care about your Boston bombing, as difficult as that is for you. Um, you can't make me care. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible, isn't it? Insane, monstrous jailers can't make a human being care. Can't make the all-loving mother care. I know. It's confusing, for sure. It's part of mental insanity when you don't, right, when you don't understand that. Um, so, is the issue with the talking is someone who doesn't want to hear reality. And then they probably go up there and start, I don't know, they're teaching talking or something. People like saying that about that John guy. They're like, what's going on? We haven't heard from you. It's probably a similar thing. Like I put in the thing, if anybody can even see it. Or it's the same person just making up comments on the thing that only that person and I can see. Who the hell knows? I don't do guessing games and I don't care. Right? Because if that's what it is, then it's a containment that God has the person in until they die. So, They probably did the same thing to him. Even if he had a cell phone, even if he had a, all they have to do is keep logging you out and changing your password, you know. That's all they have to do, and then they tell you that there's too many accounts on that phone number. They're terrorists. Right? They're terrorists, and God has them busy doing that as they try to run away from reality. So it's just a matter of time for them to sicken and die. Um, I probably could use a little bit more water, but I think I can get away with not even going out today at all. I probably should choose a different shirt. This one is kind of cute, but I don't know if it's a really laying around. The material of it is kind of like could become annoying if I get warm in any way, shape, or form. This is definitely like the winter time shirt. That's a cute thing I did when I went to the food pantry, by the way. I had a wicked cute one on that I gotta wash now. Yeah, it's just that's why people fly into Regis because it's all donation. And this isn't even like ideal, but some people just have fashion sense and walk like these things. A lot of people would go, that's, I'm not wearing that or whatever. And then I had this, right? So then just the bottom part of it showing. And then I had a blue, whoops, that's underwear, sorry. Then I had a blue shirt over it. So it looked cute. I looked like a gypsy. It almost looked like a skirt when it's pants. Some people just have fashion sense. Like people used to always compliment me at the shelter. Well, because people were probably purposely leaving me clothes is probably part of it, which is nice. And they're probably just like, what? Some people like that. Probably men too, just like everything they put on is sort of like cute. What's good about donations and stuff too is it's like unique. Oh my god, like that. Yeah, and then people stole it all. I had that skirt for a wicked long time too. And then the jacket and everything that went with it, and the under jacket, like layering it in different materials and stuff. It's called an artist. Like some people just have that gift, and then they fly into Regis and want to steal it, and then they try to wear it, and it doesn't fit them and stuff, and it doesn't look the same, and they get even more angry. Um, so, what just people have been good about leaving stuff up there, even though that's the van that I screamed at. I don't know. I don't know if the dude got confused and it's like, are you giving me all the stuff out of the planet? Well, that's good. Thank you if you're the people that are responsible for leaving that stuff there. It's just, you almost hit me. And it was more the guy behind you than you. But you both appeared to not even see me. I know it sucks because everybody's brain is sort of. I don't drive, so I wouldn't even know if I had those types of problems. But some of it is because I don't drive. Right. So, anyways, they did their psych eval and then still didn't allow me to live stream. So I don't know how upsetting that was that I didn't forget the phone number without accessing it. That used to happen to me with the cell phone too, for the just for you and everything. It was like a year went by. It's just they do weird things too that don't make any sense. They were doing it after the fire where they kept asking me the same question over and over again, and then they thought they were doing sort of like, yeah, like a lot of them. I don't know if they were actually in the military, but I think they were. They're doing psychopathic actions, and then they probably tell themselves that they're testing people to be president and stuff. Like they're wickedly deranged out there. So it runs the gamut for the what's going on with the various brain diseases and disassociations.